Hey, we are live. Welcome to episode 3 of Tread Talk. And you laugh. This is Sherry Treadwell, and I am here with K-8 Hallock, a 2016? 15.
Yeah.
See,
I thought you were going to say my age.
No, I was going to say... I wasn't going to... Dude, you just like totally... That okay, so she's 26. Never mind. So 2015 grad, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The college at Brockport, and you are now teaching in down where?
Phoenix, Arizona, Maryvale.
Maryvale.
City. Yes.
Maryvale in the Phoenix area, and you're phys ed K through 8.
Yes.
Awesome. And so, what took you to the fine state of Arizona?
So honestly, I interviewed about my senior year of college. It was basically to get interviewing experience. I didn't really think I'd be out here or accepting any jobs. Fast forward to about a week before I was graduating, I got a call from a recruiter, and they needed a female PE teacher. And I asked for 48 hours to make that decision, and that Monday after graduation, I had called them back, and I accepted the job. So a week later, my mom and I packed my little Honda Civic up, and we trekked across the country. So
that is awesome.
Yeah.
Like full on, just up and move within a week.
Yeah,
That's insane. Insane. All right, so now having gone through the whole phys ed program and having been taught, all of those ins and outs of planning, and now being on the other side, is at what point do you get to say, dude, Dr. T really isn't that hard? Or what kind of transition has it been for you?
I think the first year and two, they were really the limits and bounds of applying all of those strategies and techniques that we learned in your classes. So that's when I really dove down, and I made sure I documented everything. I made sure I saved everything, and applied those safety concerns and the objectives and where are the kids going to be during each activity. How are you going to give feedback? And then year 3, somehow something clicked, and I could show up and I could bust out a lesson without even thinking about it. So I think that background from Brockport, that is basically like the structure that we needed, and then from there I was able to blossom into the teacher that I was kind of being created as from Brockport as the start.
Ah, shucks. And so if you'd like to go to the College of Brockport, you can visit now at www.brockport.edu. That was a shameless plug. You do realize, the only thing now is hey, click and subscribe.
Yeah.
Have the little button down here. Ow, crap. The bench just ate my butt. And this is live. Oh, by the way, we're broadcasting live from the world-famous Rock Springs Cafe on I-17. So, I'm on my sabbatical, and I thought, you know what? I need some world-famous pie, and I can't eat an entire pie by myself. So, here you are, Katie. And we're going to have do a podcast over pie. So, what kind of pie are you going for?
Definitely thinking an apple pie.
Yeah, so what's your attachment to the apple?
I am a teacher, so apples are just,
I see what you did there. Oh, yeah, the apple for a teacher. Okay.
No, but it's a good treat that I like. And pumpkin pie is kind of like a Thanksgiving thing, so I only like to have it around Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So, reciprocate.
Okay, all right. See, myself, I'm going with the lemon meringue.
Okay.
Because I love lemon meringue. Because it's the greatest pie in the world. My grandmother made this killer one, and the meringue was this tall, and it was yummy. And to this day, my dad will rave about that pie. And so I'm buying a whole pie for my dad to take it back to his house And I'm like, Dad, do you even have room in your fridge for a pie? He's like, well, no, but I'll make it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, here we are. So now, now that you're in Arizona, you know, like what do you do in Arizona? What do you teach that's uniquely Arizona, or something that you would never have thought to have done in being in New York?
We do a whole Sunwise unit because primarily we're teaching outside for 7 months out of the year. And a lot of the kids are not familiar with sunscreen and how bad the sun can affect your skin and your eyes and everything. So, yeah, we dedicate 2 to 3 weeks on, we have a little video, and we give out little packets of sunscreen, and basically to educate them because they don't realize how much they're outside and exposed to the sun. The weather here is pretty nice throughout the year, and even when it is hot, kids are playing outside, you know, hiking and going to the park and this and that. So you'd be surprised how astonished they are when we teach them these things, but they hear the same thing every year. And when we give them that content, they're like, wow! I'm like, you learned this like 8 months ago. Yeah, so it's something I never thought I would be teaching, or also be as mindful for myself, because I'm wearing those big hats. I'm wearing sunscreen all the time. I am crazy, but I wear long pants and long sleeves when it's 95 degrees out because I'd rather sweat than go to a dermatologist.
Yeah. So. No, I get it. I taught for 2 years in California, and you know, I started out with the ball cap, and then I had the burned ears, and then it got a little. Then it was kind of like the little fedora, and then it got a little bit bigger, and next thing you know, it's covering my shoulders.
Yep.
Because
I'm not a big sunglasses fan, but today even it was raining and overcast, but the sun was peeking out. I had to run back out to my car. I'm like, I am not taking it today without these sunglasses, because it's bright, and after a while I noticed like my eyes are tired at the end of the day. So yeah, that's definitely a unique lesson that I never really thought I would be teaching from the New York side of things.
Okay. Any other, like anything physical activity wise, any unique games that might be played here that more so?
I'm not sure if the craze is back east, but if you've heard of Gaga Ball.
Oh God.
Oh, that's huge because we are inside on some days, and it gets old doing, you know, health and these things here and there. So Gaga Ball is
kids are Gaga over Gaga Ball.
They literally are Gaga over Gaga Ball. My school that I'm at this year had never played it, so I implemented it, and they are always loving it. Like, let's play Gaga Ball. I'm like, no, we actually have to learn something today. So
other than just like swatting a ball
like,
and
we did shrinking for enough, so we're gonna move on to throwing. I think we have gotten to do a lot of. We do my district is pretty cool. We do a district-wide track meet.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, so my school will be more interesting this year because I can pick 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Last year was just 4th and 5th graders, so we have a whole track and field unit, and we basically teach them long jump, ball throw, 400 meter, 100 meter, 4x1, 4x4, all that fun stuff, and we assess their scores, and we pick our track team. And so my friends that are coworkers and all over the district, we compete every February. We have our own shirts, and it's awesome.
So the teachers have their own shirts.
The kids too.
Oh, okay.
We have the school has them. They don't get to keep them, unfortunately. But we each have our own mascot and different colored shirts, and they compete. We give out medals, and it's at the high school, so the families are encouraged to come, and it's a whole week. So we each have our designated day, and then finals are on a Saturday. And when I first heard about it, I'm like, what is this craze about a track meet? Like, I'm thinking high school and very confused. And once I got under that first year and second year, it was amazing to see all the people come together and like what athletes we truly have for the facilities and the equipment that we have in our district.
So what modifications do you do in PE during that track unit? You know, how do you make that work and identify those kids then with limited equipment?
So it's kind of tough because you have to have all the kids engaged too. You can't just have a whole line of 30 kids doing a long jump. So we do we set up hula hoops and have different stations so they can work on the footwork. ball throw, we have a throwing game kind of going on. So we basically teach those steps and those cues going up to the track meet. So we've already done throwing and catching. We've already done some jumping activities with locomotor skills, so they know like once we get there, we can apply those. But since I have a co-teacher, we basically will talk about who's going to take those kids during that PE time and really dig deep and focus on those skills that they're really good at. And then the other teacher can kind of go over the activities with the kids that aren't as into it or athletic.
So what do those kids do then, the kids who aren't as athletic?
So they enjoy just learning it. I've noticed they like the background of it. We show a video of like each of the events and Olympic athletes doing it, and I've noticed that they'd rather apply it to a game. So we try to implement those skills. Obviously, ball throw can be in a simple clean your yard type game, and they love that. 100 meter, they love the relay, I'll tell you that. That baton makes them so happy, they just want to run and pass it to each other. So we come up with kind of like tag games where they're not tagging with the baton, but they're, passing it off to a classmate. So it's not necessarily them doing the exact event, but we implement that in certain games and activities. So we try to get them all into it.
Now, with the older kids, the older kids, as far as the track meet, do they have an opportunity to help volunteer if they're not going to participate, or how does that work? I mean,
so we actually feed off into 2 high schools, and the one high school that hosts this track meet, they have helpers that are the group leaders or the rakers at the long jump pit and all that. So they actually walk around with a stake and the name of the group, and they are the group leaders. So they get to walk around our middle school and elementary kids, and they're kind of in charge because each PE teacher has a job. So you might work girls long jump, boys long jump.
Can we get some pie?
Sure, what kind?
I'm going to need the lemon meringue.
All right.
Like a slice.
Sure.
And then can I get a whole lemon meringue pie to go?
Sure. And then I'll take a apple crumb, please.
Do you want
just a
that
slice?
warmed up with ice cream?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
All right. I'll be right back.
That took me by surprise, but how could I say no?
Yeah. Right? Don't tempt me with a good time.
But yeah, so that's where I was going to get at, is we have a tough time picking the athletes because sometimes that correlates to the bad behaviors. So we have to trust our kids when we're bringing them to the track meet because we're literally not supervising them. They have a high school student that's walking them around from station to station. They got to get to their timed events on time, and it's all on them. So it gives them a lot of responsibility. And it kind of makes it hard because we have those kids that are super athletic, but their behaviors are just not on par, and it hurts, but we got to leave them back. So, we also can bring kind of like managers. So we would pick like maybe the 4th grader that was like a qualifier, but wasn't so good, and we'd be like, I want to, keep track of the runners or get the uniforms together. So we kind of give them, some type of involvement. We let some of them travel with us, and we do take buses. It's like a field trip. We get them involved that way too, however we can.
Awesome. So, being out here in Arizona, I mean, harsh New York winters, we're coming up on a harsh Arizona winter, and here you've got the flannel. And I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
So my North Face is behind me too.
Yeah.
This is a harsh winter.
Yeah, this. So what's been the I guess the biggest challenge getting used to Arizona, and what's been the most fun? I guess the best of both.
All right. So the biggest challenge. Well, first off, my whole family's back east, so that's always hard. A lot of the times I'm traveling back home to the cold for Christmas, but it's for a good cause. Arizona, I would definitely say that I do not like the drivers.
They're crazy.
It's a mosh pit of like everyone from all over. But if I don't have to drive, I don't drive. The heat it's a dry heat, but it's still hot. And I don't care what you say. It's humidity stinks, but it's hot. 110.
100, yeah.